When I wanted to do this show, one of my biggest goals was to help people realize that their injuries that took away their instrument or whatever could be the greatest catalyst to become who they want to become as a musician, as a human being, in every way. And the other day I was on Facebook and saw this story about Mr. Alexander, who is the founder of Alexander Technique, and I think it has a lot to do with this topic. Gravely disappointed but not deterred, with the tenacity of a scientist and creativity of an artist, Alexander embarked on a journey of self-study that would span decades. His goal, to find a cure for his vocal problems. What he discovered, however, was far more valuable than he could have imagined. When people come to us for help, they often arrive much like Alexander did, with a specific problem they're just desperate to solve. They are, in effect, panning for gold, seeking relief from chronic pain or hoping to improve their posture or performance. What they don't realize is right beneath their feet is a diamond mine. Yet, as with many transformative discoveries, there's a catch. Some students, once they've found their gold, relief from their initial problem, stop digging. See where you have found diamonds when you were just trying to find gold. Where have you found unexpected lessons when you were just trying to come back from your injury? My caution to you is do not just try and come back to playing. Don't try to only get that gold. Look for that gold and then see what else you can find. Hey, welcome back to the show, everybody. Today I wanted to share something that is close to my heart, and that is the principle of bouncing forward and not bouncing back. When I wanted to do this show, one of my biggest goals was to help people realize that their injuries that took away their instrument or whatever could be the greatest catalyst to become who they want to become as a musician, as a human being, in every way. And the other day I was on Facebook and saw this story about Mr. Alexander, who is the founder of Alexander Technique. And I think it has a lot to do with this topic. So I'm going to share this with you guys real quick. It was shared originally by a guy named Mio Morales. I hope I'm saying that right. It's titled, "Looking for Gold, He Found Diamonds." And I don't know if this is original to Mr. Morales or whoever, but it says, "In the history of accidental discovery, few stories shine as brightly as that of F.M. Alexander. Like a prospector who set out for gold but stumbled upon diamonds, Alexander's quest to save his own voice led him to make profound insights into human behavior and learning." Picture the theater scene in Sydney, Australia at the end of the 19th century. A young, ambitious actor finds himself on the brink of a promising career, but as his reputation grows, so too do the venues he performs in. In an era before mics and PA systems, actors relied solely on the powers of their own voices to reach the back rows of increasingly cavernous halls. This is where things got dicey. The very success that Alexander had worked so hard to achieve began to threaten his career. The strain of projecting his voice night after night, combined with what we all now know and understand to be bad use, or overuse, pushed him to a crisis point, and his voice began to fail him. Good thing to be sharing on a podcast about musician injury, right? Gravely disappointed but not deterred, with the tenacity of a scientist and creativity of an artist, Alexander embarked on a journey of self-study that would span decades. His goal, to find a cure for his vocal problems. What he discovered, however, was far more valuable than he could have imagined. Through meticulous observation and experimentation, Alexander didn't just solve his immediate vocal problem. He stumbled upon a fundamental principle of human behavior, a method for breaking habitual responses and consciously redirecting one's thoughts and actions. It was as if, in trying to fix a broken spotlight, he had somehow rewired the entire theater. This discovery forms the basis of what we now call the Alexander Technique. But here's something that we as teachers would benefit from remembering, and this is where I really want you guys to lock in, because this is the whole point of this episode. When people come to us for help, they often arrive much like Alexander did, with a specific problem they're just desperate to solve. They are, in effect, panning for gold, seeking relief from chronic pain or hoping to improve their posture or performance. What they don't realize is right beneath their feet is a diamond mine. The Alexander technique offers so much more than just a solution for immediate physical ailments. It provides the key to unlocking one's full potential, a way to optimize any skill or behavior. And we've had plenty of people on the show who have talked about Alexander technique, body mapping. And my purpose in sharing this with you is not necessarily to focus on Alexander technique, but this concept of finding a diamond mine when you're panning for gold. And we'll talk about that more in a second. Yet, as with many transformative discoveries, there's a catch. Some students, once they've found their gold, relief from their initial problem, stop digging. They walk away fully satisfied, totally unaware of the diamonds lying just beneath the surface. On the other hand, many grow impatient, expecting instant results in a process that requires time and dedication. The challenge for us as Alexander Techniques teachers is twofold. We must help students solve the immediate issues that they are aware of and present with, while also revealing the broader, life-changing potential of the technique. It's not enough to hand over a few golden nuggets of relief. We need to inspire our students to keep digging until they uncover the true treasure. In the end, Alexander's story reminds us that sometimes our greatest discoveries come not from achieving our original goals, but from the unexpected insights we gain along the way. It's a testament to the power of perseverance, self-reflection, and the remarkable capacity of the human mind to solve problems in ways that we never anticipated. And perhaps most importantly, it's a reminder that in our quest for personal growth and improvement, we should always be prepared to find more than we bargained for. Now, why did I share that with you? That story really hit home for me because when I first got injured, my number one goal was just to get back to healthy playing. Just fix my lip, I'll learn how to play again, and we'll move on with our lives. What I was not expecting were the experiences that I had that taught me that my injury was not going to just be my road back to recovery, but a road to becoming a more healthy, more fulfilled human being. That it was going to help me make the changes in my life to become a better person. And that's what I hope all of you guys get from this show. Not just this episode, the entire show, is that you can make something wonderful, beautiful out of your life because of your injury. Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the show. I just wanted to jump in here real quick and tell you about something that I'm really excited about. For a while now, I have wanted to create an even more effective resource than just the podcast that injured musicians can go to receive the support that they need. And recently I did just that. So write this down. Trust the Process Podcast Injured Musician Support Group. I know it's a long title. We're still working on that part. But this is a place where people can go now, injured musicians and even musicians who have gone through injury in the past, and people that help musicians go through injury, where they can go to receive the support that they need, whether that be ask questions, share their victories, share their frustrations, and overall just receive the community and the support that they need in a very proactive, intentional way. And so I just ask that you guys support these injured musicians by sharing this group with them, that they can receive the support that they need. Okay, enjoy the rest of the show. And going back to that thing I said at the beginning, we always talk about bouncing back. I'm going to bounce back from this. For me, this phrase comes from a lady by the name of Taryn Marie, Dr. Taryn Marie, who's an expert in resilience, mental health studies, and all this stuff. She says that she helps her clients realize that they're not trying to bounce back to where they used to be. They're trying to bounce forward to who they can become. And that's what I want you guys to really get from this, is that you may just be looking for the answers to come back physically from your injury, but you need to be willing to do the work to come back mentally. I mean, to keep moving forward mentally, actually, to keep with that phrase, to keep moving forward mentally, to keep moving forward physically, so that you can prevent further injury, but also use this experience to become a better human being. And you'll have unique experiences that only you will be able to understand, that will help you to realize that and come back from that. Now, my invitation to you guys is try and find lessons that you have learned from your injury that you never would have expected. I think I shared last season about that note that I made when, even before the podcast was a twinkle in my eye, all the lessons that I had learned from my injury. I'd invite you to guys, if you haven't done that already, to do it, and then see where you have found diamonds when you were just trying to find gold. Where have you found unexpected lessons when you were just trying to come back from your injury? And then also my caution to you is do not just try and come back to playing. Don't try to only get that gold and walk away. And also, if you're just looking for that gold, don't give up. Don't give up. Look for that gold and then see what else you can find. See what else you can learn. And you will find that your injury is the most impactful experience of your life up to this point. And you'll be able to create such beautiful experiences in your musicianship when you come back to your instrument because you've done that work and work to bounce forward instead of bouncing back and finding diamonds while you were looking for gold. Your physical recovery should not be the only thing that you're trying to achieve when coming back from an injury. So I hope this has been helpful for you guys. It's a topic that I'm very, very, very passionate about, and I hope that you guys have taken something that is useful to you. Please share it with others that you know would benefit. Send me a text, tell me where you're listening from, and keep on keeping on, guys, and trust the process. Until next time. Hey, before you go, we need your help with something real quick. Somewhere out there's a musician who is going through an injury or just a tough time. There may even be an educator with a student in that situation that they don't know how to help. We need your help in getting this message to them. Would you do them the favor of sharing this episode on your socials and with your friends? Also, cliche that it may have become, leaving a rating and a review actually does help people find us, not just boost our ego. So would you take a quick second and leave us a review so that musician can find us more easily? If you want to reach out to me personally, I would love to hear from you. Just look for the Send Us a Text Message button in the show notes of the episode. You can do that on any episode on your chosen podcast platform except YouTube. If you have a suggestion for a guest or topic to cover, shoot me an email at trustprocesspodcast@gmail.com or send me a message on Facebook or Instagram. I want to extend another heartfelt thanks to my team, without which this podcast would not be able to happen. Thanks to Daniel Baldwin, our audio engineer, Kevin West, our music and sound effects coordinator, and Dana Lovell, our promotional materials coordinator. So to all of you out there in podcast land, keep on keeping on and trust the process.